Hi, I'm Rick Renault. Every time I walk on down those stairs, I think of The Price is Right and just taking a tumble. I had a stroke about 10 years ago, and the pull of gravity, when I walk down the road, gravity is pulling me 10% that way. It's really weird, but I can see, so I can. Anyway, good afternoon. It was going to be Mayor Nickers, but Mayor Pro Tem Ben Como, new councilors Bill Matisse and Cassie McClure. Councilor Flores is my residence councilor. My small business is located in Missouri and Solano in Councilor Graham's district, across the street from the Beleaguered Family Dollar, which is in Councilor Matisse's district. So I want to talk about Solano Square, a little history of Las Cruces at the corner of Missouri and Solano. When I was a kid, about 1970 or so, my brother had a paper route, the El Paso Times in the morning. We went all the way from Corley to Solano Square on my paper route. We made about $23 a month, but that was a lot of money. Everyone wanted to have a paper route back then. So anyway. Later, we worked at the Solano Square Conoco there for my uncle. It was a full service gas station. Washed the windows even, fill her up. And so anyway, it was for my uncle, and I worked alongside my cousin, Roger Stevenson. And I want to thank you, councilors, and especially Councilor Coran, for shepherding that thoughtful decision last month for Tracy Stevenson. It was the awning issue. Roger was my cousin, so thank you guys for doing that variance. So anyway, I want to talk about the minimum wage. How much time do I have? It went up again. I think you should just scrap the Las Cruces minimum wage ordinance. It went up to 12. And the tip wage is 3 in the rest of the state. This $5 an hour tip wage in Las Cruces is $4.58 now, is killing restaurants and small businesses. My daughter works for a restaurant, and if there's a 2 or 3 hour break of it's kind of slow, she gets sent home. She gets in her car, goes home, because it's $5 an hour. It's getting near the minimum wage in Texas, $7.25. So I'm just asking, as a gesture to business, Ms. Marcy Dickerson was here about 2 years ago talking to you guys and saying just let off on the tip wage just for 1 year. So I just, as a gesture to local business, consider just getting rid of the Las Cruces minimum wage ordinance completely, because the state ordinance has taken over. It's 12 and $3 tipped. Anyway, thank you.
Next on the, I think, 7th row.